24 hours, a single rotation of the Earth. It can breeze by on a busy day, but it's enough time for a lot of things to happen. This is what will happen in the next 24 hours. Every day, an average of 385,000 babies enter the world. That's a lot of diapers and enough people to fill more than 5 NFL-sized football stadiums. That's also larger than the population of Cleveland, Ohio. But as some enter, some exit. Every day, an average of 178,000 people die around the world. About 2/3 of them die from age-related causes, so births outstrip deaths by more than 2 to 1. But we still lose around the same number of people each day as the population of Salem, Oregon. And a lot of people will make some major decisions. It's estimated that over 115,000 people will get married every day, which means a lot of grains of rice thrown and probably a few dozen dogs serving as ring bearers. About 2,400 people in America will get divorced every day, which adds up to around 4,800 migraines. Probably more if you include all the judges and lawyers. Studies show that over 30 million Americans move to a new place every year, which comes out to just under 100,000 moves every single day. And likely a lot of boxes falling out of U-Hauls. And that's not the only big change people are making. 3.9 million people quit their jobs in June alone, which means that over 100,000 people a day told their boss they can take this job and shove it, or something like that. But the bosses strike back. In 2018, almost 22 million people were fired or laid off from their job, which comes out to around 60,000 people cleaning out their desks every 24 hours. Of course, many people want to control their own fate in the market, which is why an estimated 1,800 new companies start every 24 hours. But not every one of them is destined for success. It's estimated that as many as 1,500 businesses close their doors for good every day. Guess there wasn't a market for that frozen popcorn concept. But for some, the trouble begins long before they get a job or start a business. In America, as many as 7,000 students drop out of high school every day, and that can lead to bigger trouble. The police are keeping busy. There was over 7.63 million arrests in the U.S. alone in 2021, which comes out to almost 20,000 a day. And of those, many wind up behind bars. It's estimated that at any given day, there are around 2.3 million people in jail or prison in the U.S. How do they get there? A lot of crimes are committed in the United States every day. Every 4.1 seconds, there's a property crime, which comes out to around 21,600 every 24 hours. A car gets stolen every 40 seconds, which means about 2,100 hot vehicles every day. And violent crimes are surprisingly common, occurring every 24.6 seconds, which means over 3,000 every 24 hours. And the ultimate crime happens roughly every 30 minutes, which means there will be just under 50 murders on average every single day. And for the ultimate crime, it can be the ultimate price. Not every country has the death penalty, but among those that did, they averaged 657 executions in 2019. That's just under 2 executions a day, but not every country reports their data. And our impact on other people is nothing compared to the impact on the world. Urbanization is speeding up, and that means construction companies are building more than 10,000 new buildings every single day. And it takes a lot of material for that, which means that around 2.5 million trees are cut down for wood and paper each 24 hours. And it takes a lot of animals to feed the humans in those buildings. On land alone, over 200 million animals are killed for food every day. But when you take fishing into consideration, it's estimated that close to 3 billion animals could meet their end to provide food in a 24-hour period. The combination of urbanization and agriculture has its impacts because it's estimated that over 150 species go extinct every single day. But most of them are plants and insects that most of us might not even know about. And the Earth isn't exactly settled itself. Every 24 hours, people experience around 55 earthquakes a day, although most are minor and the average person may not even notice them. Tornadoes vary wildly by region, and some countries never see the whirling cyclones, but in the US there's an average of more than 2 tornadoes a day, enough for some places to build tornado cellars. Whether they're caused by climate, human negligence, or both, there are an average of 70,000 wildfires per year in the US, which comes out to around 200 a day. And fires are even more common in the home, where it's estimated that close to 1,000 happen every day. Every second, roughly 100 lightning bolts hit somewhere on the Earth, for an average of about 8 million per day. But it's still pretty rare to get hit, but not nearly as rare as getting attacked by a shark. With only 57 unprovoked shark attacks in 2020, it's just over 1 in 7 chance that there will be a shark attack on any given day. But there are estimated 2,400 dog bites every single day, and those are only the ones that are reported and treated. Not exactly fitting for man's best friend. Which animals kill the most humans each year? Well, you'd be surprised. The large herbivore hippopotamus kills around 500 a year, for an average of more than 1 a day. Crocodiles have been hanging out on Earth mostly unchanged for millions of years, so it's not a surprise they're pretty effective hunters, and they average close to 3 human casualties every day. Scared of snakes? You've got good reasons. Most estimates are that snakes kill around 50,000 people a year, for close to 150 a day. Most kill with venom, but don't forget about those big ones that just like to give too tight hugs. But the all-time king of killing humans? It's those annoying little mosquitoes who transmit malaria and other deadly diseases. They kill between 2,000 and 3,000 people every single day. And of course, humans are more effective at killing each other than any other species, even accidentally. Approximately 3,700 people die from car accidents every day. Let's head to space, or rather, it's coming for us. Thankfully, we haven't had any big meteor strikes in a very long time, but that hasn't stopped roughly 17 meteors from hitting Earth every single day. Most cause little impact, but better duck if you see one coming. Everything has a life cycle, even stars. An average one star dies in a galaxy each year, and taking the whole universe into account, that's around 100 billion. That means 275 million stars die every single day somewhere in the universe. And fortunately, they're being replenished. Stars are being born at roughly the same rate as they die. So 275 million stars blink into existence every day. It's enough to make you feel overwhelmed. Let's look at some good news. In the US alone, 4.1 million dogs and cats are adopted every year. That means around 11,000 good boys and girls go to their forever homes every day. Adopting a human being is a lot trickier, but there are a lot of kids out there waiting for homes, and around 370 of them are officially adopted in the US every 24 hours. Feeling hungry? Americans love their ice cream. So much that roughly 17.5 million pounds are produced every single day, on the way to 6.4 billion annually. Feel like something more savory? McDonald's dominates the fast food world around the globe, and they sell a staggering 6.48 million burgers every day. Do you have champagne tastes instead? There's good news. The number of millionaires in the United States is growing fast, with 1,700 new people crossing the threshold every day. And here's some fun stuff to spend that money on. Around 700 English-language movies are released into theaters and for at-home viewing every year, for an average of around 2 per day. That's a lot of entertainment, even if some of them are probably best left on Redbox. And if you don't want to head to the theater, TV and streaming have you covered. It's estimated that at least one new TV series is released in the United States every single day. Time to binge on the Great Iowan Butter Bake-Off. And if you want to always stay entertained, you can't beat YouTube. The always popular video channel has around 500 hours of new content uploaded every minute. That comes out to a staggering 720,000 hours every single day. Good luck keeping up on your subscriptions. And the internet is never done creating entertainment. It's easier to build a new website than ever, and countless ones are started every day. Over 250,000 new pages join the internet every single day. And there are probably some weird ones in there. And new people are still discovering it every day. While almost 5 billion people use the internet around the world, that leaves over 2 billion to discover it and shrinking. It's estimated that every single day more than 600,000 new users gain access to the internet for the first time and discover the joy of cat videos. And those users spend a lot of time on the internet. It's estimated that the average online user around the world spends 192 minutes browsing the web every 24 hours. With the increase in online work, the odds are that it's only going to go higher. Finally, the average infographics show video is around 10 minutes long, which means you can watch 144 of them in a single 24-hour period. You might even get a taste of what it's like being the infographics' favorite lab rat. Why not start with This Will Happen in the Next 60 Seconds 2021 edition for a look at a smaller period of time, or watch this video instead.